there's tons of different mezcal.
Tons.
There's different plant that you can use for the mezcal, which is a little bit different than the tequila.
Tequila is the son, the famous popular rock star son of mezcal. Mezcal can be made from one or several plants. It's always agave. Tequila is made only from Tequilana Weber. So it's just one single agave, and it's made in Tequila, Jalisco. Mezcal is made in 8 different states. And then we have raicilla, that's made in the part of Guadalajara. Then we have sotol, we have bacanora, and these are all cousins because
all different type of plants.
And they are not called mezcales because they weren't in time for the denominación de origen.
What would you say what makes a good mezcal?
We don't buy anything that's industrial, and we try to buy from small producers. Most of our bottles even have, they're signed by
hand.
By hand. And number of bottles, 31 out of 57. This is a very special mezcal, by the way, the one that I got out. This is called a tepestate. Tepestate is the plant of the agave. And what's incredible about this is actually my favorite mezcal. And tepestate, it takes to grow 15 to 25, 30 years. So you can imagine the size of this plant, and they grow wild. So it's a massive plant. It grows up in the mountain, and they have to take it down. They cut up the agave.
Yeah.
And when they're cutting it, this thing
is just
poison. Like the plant is defending itself because, hey, you're cutting it. So it's poison, and whoever is cutting it starts getting a very bad rash. And what's still more incredible, it's made by a woman. She is the maestra mezcalera, and she's the one that makes it. So we had a picture of this woman, and you could just see her, an old lady that you look like a grandmother. So this is very, very special. You can have the same agave from a different state, and they are totally different.
And that's because of the flavor of what's around that plant that's changed the taste?
It depends on the water. Mezcales are produced close to a well. So it depends on the water, it depends on the soil, and then it's distilled in several ways. It can be distilled in copper, it can be distilled in clay, and it can also be distilled in
oak barrel?
No. This is very rustic. It's in in cuero, leather.
Okay.
In leather. But it's in the.
So it's a bag of leather that they created?
But it's the stomach of a cow.
Oh wow.
It's something like that's very strange. I have to give you like the exact detail of what it is. But it's
old school way of doing things.
It's totally old school, and it's passed from generation to generation. And actually, it was starting to get lost because a lot of people were going to the United States to work and just like going to another place to find a better living, some better money.
Yeah.
And the traditions was starting to get lost, and now it's starting to get popular.
Yeah.
And now you want to be in the family business, and this goes from generation to generation for many, many years. And then we have this incredible, I love this, it's actually a seed, and this is where we drink our mezcal, because we say God sent this to us.
And that is the traditional way of drinking mezcal, is you're having oranges.
We have mezcal.
You're having mezcal, and then you're having salt of gusano, which gusano is worms.
Worms. We have salt, we have chiles, and we have worms.
And then we put all this together.
They sell the worms, like, it's very funny. They sell them in the market, and they sell them in a string. So you have like tiny little worms attached to a string. They're like this size. They're dried, and they sell it per piece.
So if you buy 100 pieces,
it's very expensive.
Wow.
It's a luxury. And then you get your chiles, and then you get your salt. So you toast your worms. I know it sounds disgusting, but it's not.
Delicious.
It's delicious. You toast your worms, and then you toast your chiles, and then you blend them, and then you mix it with the salt. And you have,
and that create that wonderful salt, which with the mezcal it just enhance the taste, right?
Exactly. Okay, so what we're gonna do.
So the best mezcal, her favorite mezcal.
This is my favorite.
There's only 57 bottles.
The tasting, how you have to do it. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put your finger and you're gonna put it inside.
Okay.
Yeah, put it inside.
So make sure your finger is clean.
Yes. So then you're gonna put it here and you're gonna do this. And you wanna smell it.
Very smoky.
Smoky, molasses, honey. No, not honey, more like molasses.
See, very, yeah.
So that's the flavor that you don't get on an industrial mezcal. This you get on the artisanal ones. Second thing you do is you're gonna take your mezcal and you're gonna do a tiny, tiny sip, and you're gonna pass it all through your mouth. This is gonna cure your mouth. It's gonna be pure alcohol.
Okay.
Okay. The second one, David, my partner, says this, and I love it. You kiss it. You want to kiss mezcal. You're gonna give it little kisses. So, and this is when you really get the flavor.
So first we wash.
It's pure alcohol. It's aggressive. It's mezcal.
Then the second is where that
You start sipping. You give it a kiss.
it's opening up, right? You're feeling the wow. Oh, that's different than everything else I've tried before, and that's probably because I never really washed them before, no?
Well, and you start kissing it little by little, and every kiss it's gonna be better.
So we just want to finish it right now.
Well, I really.
And what is the salt and the orange like?
It cleans the palate. It's I mean, what we do usually is we dip a little bit.
You don't do that like after each sip. Not really. There's not really a way. It's
But because
we're just enjoying it and
you have the chili, you have the orange, it's just like
explosion. Yeah.
you have to try it as well.
Yeah. I want to try that.
It's just like the perfect marriage with the mezcal. So I have this really aggressiveness the first time, and then it's just like it's a party in your mouth. We don't fool around with mezcal.
No.
I think the beauty about mezcal, it's just the effect it gives you. It's just like mellow, and this is something that is great for conversation. It's great for relaxing. It's great for anytime.
Yeah.
I love mezcal. It's my favorite drink.
So to go back to my original question, when I say the word genius, what comes to mind first?
Mezcal.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for coming.